What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Construction Sim. I'm joined by Alan.
Hello.
He's back. And David.
Hey there!
Guess who's back? Back again.
I know, we thought we'd change the locks, people, but he still got in. He's like termites.
So,
You can
back
know
at the observatory.
Yeah, we literally just started this last time. We didn't even get the first job finished, did we? We just...
what?
Alan's having fun. Look like he's just literally bunny hopping, stopping a bloody... dumper.
Yeah.
So obviously I was saying to Alan that obviously this is the last... technically the last job before doing the final.
Watch out, do, and I'll get this in that bit.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, so this will be the last job for this before doing the final.
And the final on this map is the stadium?
Funfair.
Nope. Funfair.
Funfair, so no, stadium to European. Because then we're going to do the stadium. And then we're going to do the spaceport, our space thing, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
I think he
we
wants
are.
you off the side as well, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I was wetting my whistle. Right.
You see, we need that anyway.
I was gonna say it was handy you brought that up.
Now you got a compact all.
You see, I am the best.
Yeah, debatable.
So obviously you two don't forget about obviously the 24th. And
Oh,
obviously
we know,
you,
don't worry.
and you
We
don't
know.
forget about the 17th, David.
I know, don't worry.
17th.
It's when I make my return to Thursday night.
Ah.
With Tim and Willow, is he at the moment? Or just Tim?
Yeah, no, Tim and Willow. Which Willow is having to spend a lot of money, shall we say?
New PC.
Not a new PC as such. New motherboard and CPU.
For like most of the way to what?
Yeah. I see somebody's back recording now. Chris.
Back what?
Back recording on Twitch.
No, he's not.
No pros back.
Oh, no pro's back. Yeah. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Which might mean she might end up popping in.
It's quite funny because I watched her first one back for about 5-10 minutes. It's hilarious watching her.
Why? What was she doing?
Can't work out what to do.
Why? What was she doing?
I can't remember what she was playing, but it was more. But I've now got this up. Now what do I do? Because it's been so long since she's last. Obviously,
Oh, she forgot how.
That's
Yeah.
every time he records.
No, she forgot how to stream.
That's Chris every time.
Has she actually forgotten how to stream?
yeah.
Oh dear. But no pro. I've been keeping in touch with no pro.
Yeah, because she came up on cam first, and it's like, right, now how do I get this onto this bit? How do I do? And she just couldn't remember what to do.
Mind your toes.
Which this not this is why you
I didn't have enough points to jump scare her.
I still do. I still have a lot of points sat on no pro channel.
I'll do on yours.
Oh, I know you do. Yes, I will sort my jump scares out. I just haven't had. I'll do it tonight while I'm editing bits. I've just had a lot of other things going on right now. as well.
I know about it, mate. Friggin'. Not been the most fun for you, has it, these last few?
Well, unfortunately, somebody's got to go for an iron infusion, not me.
Oh,
Yep, somebody's got to go for an iron infusion.
can't
Don't
find
know
a decent girder to chew on it.
Don't know when, but it'll be pretty soon, I imagine.
Okay, so let's delete that.
You need what?
Shooting.
No.
What are you doing?
I'd say he's getting this the equipment we need for like the next.
Getting the vehicle.
Oh, right, okay, you do that then.
I'm going to,
You
don't you worry.
You get the vehicles, I'll get the gear.
Sounds so wrong.
That sounds ominous somewhere down the
I'll
line.
tell you what, I'm tempted to... Tim's sort of piquing my interest a little bit. You heard of Schedule I, or Schedule 1, or whatever it's called?
No.
No.
It's quite interesting.
As I linked to you the other day, go on, you go ahead first, actually, Al.
It's...
Sorry, I didn't actually mean to do that.
I don't even know, what did you do?
I think I knocked you off the ledge.
Oh, right. It's basically you're to want of a better word, you're a drug dealer, and
Isn't that where you can make your own drugs and things like that and try and sell them on like that?
Yeah,
I think I've seen a video of somebody doing it. They made this drugs and then they literally took it and exploded.
yeah, and you can basically get cars, you arrange meetings, and you gotta be careful because the cops will bust you. You gotta run away from the cops, and the cops can raid you and all this lot. And
Yeah, I think I've seen bits. Okay, I think I've seen a video of it, briefly. But yeah,
it looks interesting.
yeah, it is the one that I've seen.
What, Schedule I, Schedule 1, or whatever it is.
Schedule I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
I don't want a lot to get me on the edge there.
Oh, fair enough.
I think more than half the frigging roll
What were you
was
saying,
off.
Alan?
Not bad price neither.
No, it's something we'd.
Because my should go around that, no problem.
We'd sort of thought about it, but it's.
Online co-op.
Yeah, but that was the whole point of it.
I'm up for that.
But it'd be more of. It possibly wouldn't be a long run thing, it'd be maybe. It'd be a.
I tell you what, why don't we keep something like that? That could be a good thing, because we know we're potentially going into longer series. That could be a good break every now and then. Something like that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, but obviously, we're. In terms of when it came to live streaming it, it would have to be very carefully worded. Because otherwise, YouTube's TOS might get unhappy, Twitch's TOS might get unhappy, and. Yeah.
Small time dope pusher to Kingpin. Manufacture and distribute a range of drugs throughout the Gundy city of Halen Point. Expand your empire, properties, business, employees, and more.
When have you dropped the Steam link into our group, into our chat, please? I can have a look at it when I'm not driving.
Do you want me to do it, or?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Sorry,
Overwhelmingly positive on reviews.
Yeah, it's been highly sort of. It's been highly sort of.
And for that sort of price as well, that's not bad.
Oh, it isn't.
So look out for the complete series on the channel soon, folks.
eventually. I mean, it's what, it's £16.75 at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, just wait for GTUK's orange flavoured drugs.
I mean, it's early access. It'll be janky as hell, but
Oh yeah, there's only access on there.
that's the sort of the fun in it.
I mean, yes, you can buy it, obviously.
What?
You can buy it,
By what?
the game.
Yeah, no, that's what I was on about. I was on about. Somebody's
So it's not
got
been out of months.
You saw nothing.
somebody numpted it.
You saw nothing.
You're a numpty.
You saw nothing.
I saw everything.
I missed
You
it.
saw nothing.
Oh, he tried to bring it down the concrete, and he got it
And
stuck. Right, I've sent to you, David.
Thank you.
But I mean, yeah, it's potentially interesting. I mean, you know, if
Oh yeah, it looks fun.
like I said, I have to see what them two think as well, because if depending on how many players you can actually have, that could be a possible thing for a Thursday at some point. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why have we got little biplanes going over? But then I realised, yes, we did the airport, so of course we're gonna have little planes running past as well.
We're building next to an airport because you're like, why's the planes going over?
Shut the hell up.
Sorry.
We ordered too many of this stuff.
You might need
What?
some later on.
You bought over too many rebar mesh.
We might need some later.
I just bought everything that it asked for and just dumped it there. So I couldn't be bothered putting it in the warehouse.
Well, what we got in the warehouse?
No.
Nothing,
sure?
probably.
Stuff that we shouldn't have in the warehouse. Apparently.
Where did all that come from? No, yeah, where's all that come from? That's from
Where?
a while ago. We used the concrete bucket ages ago.
No, the concrete
Yeah,
bucket,
concrete
but I'm on
bucket
about the
key.
other stuff. You keep the concrete bucket, it's more like the ceiling components and stuff.
Well, I think we need two for this job looking at the thing.
Yeah, we've got that already here.
No, we don't. Actually, we don't have any of that here.
Hang on, don't need this up. Don't need this yet.
Hang on then. Right, if we don't have any of them then, let me grab that too. Did we? Now, you can't put all this in the way. I'm kind of confused at where that stuff's come from.
I have absolutely no idea.
I brought the ceiling components over anyways. I brought them out the warehouse.
Yeah, where is
Whoever's on the crane.
Alan?
Even though to me his character's at the bottom of the crane.
To me, he isn't.
Yeah, to me he is.
No, not to me. To me, his name's out there.
Nah, like I say, I'm seeing his character stood right at the bottom.
I can tell you now, I'm definitely in a crane.
I know you're in the crane. So what's I gotta move now? Still gotta move 2 ceiling components and a pallet of wood.
Where is this? I think it's the second one. I'm still on. I think you're still around there.
Ceiling components are what I stood on.
So when we're talking about games, I mean, I passed it on to you, Chris, but I've seen more videos. That Mind's Eye looks interesting.
I've had a look and it's like...
It's one of the ex-GTA developers.
Well, isn't it?
It's not Benzies, is it? It's one of the other ones. But I know it is one of the ex-GTA, and you can sort of see that in it when you look at it. It does look very GTA.
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
You took me off. It's not going on Steam though, is it?
No, I think I'd be getting it on my PS5, seeing as we're not getting the F1 game.
I don't know. I've had a look at it, but
I can't say too much at the moment.
For the F1 game.
Yeah.
You're going to the beta program then.
They didn't make you sign an NDA.
Huh?
Didn't make you sign an NDA, did they?
No.
So you can say anything you like.
Well, you can say it then.
No, obviously I have had a look. They have improved quite a bit, especially with the rain. That was my biggest worry.
And by the time that this video's out, F1's out anyway, so you're not breaking. Even if you did sign an NDA, you're not breaking it. Okay.
I did a wet race round. Kota.
Yeah.
And normally it's not a problem. Yeah, even with full traction control and everything else, the car still slides. As if, you know, it's finding that grip.
Yeah, but does it wheel spin to try and find the traction?
Well, no, because obviously the traction control's fully on. But you do notice.
Does it? Do the cars aquaplane?
I would say yes. But obviously, don't forget, I use full traction control and ABS, so it wasn't
regardless of full traction control and ABS, your bloody car can aquaplane.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was struggling.
Which is not like you.
No.
Because we're not going to get going on fairly shit up, so.
And I was struggling. Yes, there is a few little things that they can tweak, such as spray come off the car in front.
Yeah, but
please don't tell me it looks like a pixelated mess.
No. They haven't improved that. Doesn't look so pixelated, which is good. That was one of my key things was, is it going to look pixelated? No, it doesn't.
I still remember how that rain looked at launch on friggin' last year's game. It was unreal.
So yeah. So yeah, they have improved handling in wet and overall. You know, you do notice a lot more with tyre wear.
Yeah, but this is the points that you're telling me right now are still not enough for me to want to go out and buy it.
Thing is, all I've got to go on is by what they're giving me, which is what
I know
free multiplayer and time trial.
Yeah, but like I say, just from what you're telling me,
you're convincing me that that's worth all that is a full price game's worth of extra stuff. You know, that's not getting you. That's not.
No.
I mean, I know some people have played an hour's worth of the
Breaking Point.
No, My Team.
Ah, right.
Which is completely changed this year.
Yeah, I've seen, but like I say, it's still.
For me, the way in which they've gone with My Team is very.
What's the difference?
So obviously, the My Team career you normally want.
Yeah, my team is the one I normally play.
Yeah, then you design your own team that way. But what they've done this year is you're not one of the drivers, unless you obviously create your own captain driver.
Interesting.
Thing. So you get two completely different drivers. You can
So it's almost going to more the F1 manager style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you do take over as one of those drivers, so you get to choose, and the whole development.
Do you have to take over, or can you?
I don't know. So something I need to have a look into a bit more. But obviously the R&D side of things and all that lot, it does remind me of F1 Manager, which in some ways it is good.
The R&D wasn't great in that fucking game. Really wasn't.
You know, whether or not you get it up for just one car or for both cars, you know, you've got to sit there and you've got to think eyes and everything else. So they have improved that quite a bit, which is good. And obviously things like contract negotiations, you can try and get an icon.
Okay, we're gonna need. We've got a pump, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's still. Even just you by saying that is still not enough.
I mean, obviously I do an awful lot of the My Team stuff.
Why?
It's generally my preferred, but best mode is my team.
Yeah. It's something about, you know, creating your own team, starting from scratch. You've got the option also to bring in another team onto the grid.
Do me a favour, Alan.
What?
Get rid of the tower crane, please.
He reckons if you do that, you can get in the middle and get both.
I doubt I will. Because of the friggin' the way the legs go out on this thing.
If you're getting dead centre of the tower thing, you might just have enough room.
Yeah, but
Go forward a bit more.
I don't think I will.
Go forward. Literally doesn't look like concrete. Nothing goes forward on you. That'll do.
Yeah, but
Try it.
see? The legs.
Come back a little bit. Come back a little bit.
I have to come back more than that.
Mainly you'd
It's
right
these.
inside.
Well there. Well there.
See, because the other legs at the front go out. Get out.
Right. Now, to me, they look to be in gaps. Hang on, he's taking it, hasn't he?
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
taken it. See, even like I say, even what you're describing to me is still not. It's still not enough for me to want to go out and buy it.
What you're telling me is give it a couple of months, 40% discount on a PS sale. Yes. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full price game? Possibly not.
Oh, it might be
That-
Xbox.
That's where I'm sitting right now. I'm sort of sitting.
Yeah. Are you pouring?
Yes. The first time we get a decent, well, PlayStation in my case, summer sale or something.
Yeah.
You know,
If we get-
40% off it. I'll be there.
If we get a decent, sale out of it, then yeah,
I'm pretty sure
I'll
every
grab it.
Xbox game so far has been decently discounted within 2 or 3 months of launch.
Yeah. I mean, me being me, I most people would have got it in May when it first comes out. That's
Oh.
me. But I can't. I've got another game coming out weeks beforehand.
called Roadcraft, isn't it?
You know, so obviously with the price of F1 and that,
Oh, you're looking.
can I justify spending money when I've got other things to pay off as well at the same time? No.
Oh yeah, no,
No, it's like, yeah, but it's like I said to you guys, I can't justify that price because I'm saving for a friggin'.
I can never justify the price from paying for a game, but I can't justify paying stuff for just me, but that's me, myself. You know, I'm one of the people where I don't go out and
I still stand
Right,
by
that's
that
myself.
video games are one of the best value forms of entertainment you can buy.
Yeah.
I will stand there and say I will defend that hill. I say I'll go to my old analogy. I use this every time, but you go to the cinema, you pay a fiver for 2 hours of entertainment.
Oh yeah. I'm just wondering
So
if
you spend
I
you spend a fiver for 2 hours. If you spend 60 quid on a game, all right, that's what 12 times. So as long as you get 24 hours out of that game, it's cost you the same as cinema.
oh yeah, I agree.
And anything
But
above that is costing you less.
Yeah, but it's trying to convince myself more than anything. So it's
No, I know.
mentally.
I do the same. I do the same for myself. If I was buying it for somebody else, not a problem. But when it comes to spending money on myself, I can be a bit like, well, you know.
Yeah, but a lot of people,
traders over there do still work as long as they don't step in water, so I keep wearing.
But a lot of people are going to counter our arguments here and say, well, users are going to pay full whack for GTA, and it's like, yes, of course we will, because it's GTA.
Yeah.
But we'll get the out. Yeah, but that's the game you definitely
We
know.
know.
We
You're
know
gonna get the hours
the
out
money's
there.
worth.
Oh,
And
we know.
We haven't spent full price on the last 7 years on a GTA every year.
No, we haven't actually. No,
We haven't.
no, we haven't.
We absolutely haven't. Yeah, we haven't spent. GTA Rockstar don't come out every year just having moved Los Santos round quarter of an inch.
Mm.
And that's for another 60 quid. I'm not. Look, we are the problem here because we've kept paying EA all these years for this.
Technically, no, we used to pay Codemasters, and then EA took over, and then...
We are as big a... We could vote with our feet, which is what we're doing this year.
We could what?
We've been a bit slow on the uptake, vote with our feet. As the saying goes.
Why have we been slow on the uptake, though?
Because we didn't do this back in about 21, when it had been the same game since 13.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not having a gates.
No, I get.
There's going to be a lot of people out there who are going to buy the game on launch and be very happy with it. And you know what? That's fantastic. I hope it gives you all the enjoyment you want out of it. I'm just in a position where, let's say, if Chris wanted it for content, I'd buy it. If you said you were buying it because you wanted it for content, I'd be there. I'd justify it.
Yeah, but unfortunately,
it will be. I'm sure
it will be. It will be content eventually.
We're not chasing launch.
I don't want to chase launch. To be honest.
That's like a very fancy chair, isn't it?
Yeah, funny. I don't. Yeah, but I don't want. I don't want to chase that game at launch because look at how much shit we had last time with the launch.
Do you know what we should do? What date? Is it the 25th of June?
What?
The GTA's F1's launching.
May, isn't it?
Is it May?
Yeah, May.
May what?
20... I want to say the 27th.
Tuesday.
Which will be out for me. I don't know, I want to say... It's before...
30th of May.
Alright then, okay. Yeah, but don't...
That's a Friday.
But other people get... If you get...
The 3-day early access.
You get the 3-day early access. So that is what... That's the 27th.
I was thinking, if it had fallen on a day that we were streaming, I would have said, let's stream F1 24 just for the shits and giggles.
Hmm.
You know, that was where I was going with that. I was like, if it launches on a Monday or a Wednesday,
yeah,
and we would have been online, I would have said, let's just stream F1 24 that night.
Hmm. Just for the hell of it, and watch how bad we would be. We're gonna have to move, David, because we'll need the crane up again.
It's not us he's asking. It's not us he's asking to move. It apparently wants Alan moved, I think.
Yeah, but we want the crane back up.
Yeah, I know we do. I'm not saying no, but I'm saying look at what it's telling you to clear the marked area. I don't get what it's asking you to clear.
What is it asking to clear?
I've got clear marked area 1 out of 2.
Hey?
I have, but it's not giving me actually what it is it wants cleared.
No,
No, what is it?
I don't know. Because it ain't me. It's a
No.
bit of wood.
Is it this? Is it this pillar here?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I can sort that. Give me a second.
The game had us all totally confused for a second.
Yeah, because I'm now in the area.
Because I'm going to quickly unload these 2 because there's another 2 to be brought over.
Are they still locked?
These are at the moment, but I want them off here quickly first.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do a quick flashbang. 3, 2, 1. Flashbang.
Activate.
I purchased the other 2, but these need obviously picking up.
But it's now saying Chris.
Yeah, it is. It's the pillars.
Yeah.
Which
I
I'll
think
move
only
in a
one of
second. Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, it's
Because
that.
if I stand on this one, then I'm not classed in the area.
No.
Nice. Only the game can put something there and then
I
not like
know.
where it's put it and complain. It's like the game is being a cat at this point. It complains at you for something it did.
Yeah. It's a bit
Right.
weird.
That's those 2 off there. There should be another 2 to be picked up from.
Would you want
Hold on.
pick up.
So that
They've been purchased, they just need picking up.
Right. So, if I do that, there you go. It puts the roof on. The roof bits are out now. Weird. So that's what I got.
In this game, you think we know all its jank by now, and it still manages to impress us.
Right, do
Yeah.
you want to unlock those crates for us, please, Chris?
Are you putting that second pillar in?
Yeah, and then that way I can get them done straight after.
Yeah, I'm just unlocking them now. Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, I will pay full whack for GTA, but that's because it's GTA.
But
But
like I said,
It's not a game that comes out every year sort of thing.
No.
we've not had GTA's for the past 7 years.
no, we haven't.
You know,
But I'm just hoping it's going to hold up.
it will. I have absolutely no doubt it's going to be. Rockstar every time since GTA 3
Yes.
have absolutely blown the world away.
But it needs they need to hold up kind of what they've shown on the trailers.
And I reckon they will.
I reckon it will on an RTX 4090 with a friggin' 7800 XD3. Whether you'll get that on the consoles and stuff,
Why not?
Thing is, it's not going to be. I know for a fact. We all know for a fact. It's not going to be spot on straight away.
yeah, but GTA, if you look at what 5 was at launch,
It was nice,
it was amazing. It was
But the-
unreal.
but the beaches have never ever really seen an increase.
Well, the little things that the world has never actually been altered that much. 'Cause it's the little things you can be like. They put the snowy texture on in winter, yet the NPCs still walk around in bikinis.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's the little things like that. No, I feel that because the one thing Rockstar are so good at is world building. And the one thing to me they've always been so good at is making stuff that looks believable till you read it close.
Yeah.
Nearly every shop name's a pun, but if you're not paying attention,
you miss.
it's believable. No, it's believable.
Oh yeah, but you still.
You know, go back to the twat internet cafes in GTA
Yeah.
4. Was it the Brown Streak Railroad?
Hmm.
Rusty Brown's Ring Donuts.
Yep.
Yeah, everything. It's always a glory hole theme park. In adverts were amazing. But
Well,
the only thing I honestly wish Rockstar would try and be a little more transparent in what they're doing. That's the only thing.
yeah.
I hate this whole. You see, one trailer nearly 2 years ago. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think they would lose hype by giving us more information. I think what they're trying to do is let the rumors build and try and use that as a form of tidal. Because we know all Rockstar have to do is change the color of their banner on Twitter,
Oh, yeah.
and the gaming internet goes into fucking meltdown.
Yeah.
You know, but the problem you've got with that is either things get leaked or things get blown out of proportion. Whereas if we'd had regular smaller updates, I think we'd actually be even more hyped.
Yeah.
I'll just leave me the second I get a pre-order date, it's going in. So the sooner you give me that, the sooner you got my money, Rockstar.
Well, yeah.
You
The same
know?
here.
It's quite simple. You want money. I understand that. I want to give you money, but
Same here.
other than that, there's not a huge amount of stuff on the pile. Maybe I'm just out of the gaming space a little more than I used to be.
See,
The thing is, there is nothing really out there.
there's not.
Apart from Minecraft, obviously, that's about really it. There's nothing.
Roguecraft I know very little about other than what you guys have told me.
Just imagine this game, but with
Road builder, yeah.
SnowRunner
Yeah.
in a SnowRunner environment.
No, I understand. Have I taken a wrong turn or something?
Probably.
But these are now. Oh, I've got one more left. Two more left in one of these
I've
two.
never passed you both.
I thought David took a wrong turn.
Should have left at Albuquerque.
So
I'm now to do a 3-point turn with this oversized trailer on. This should be interesting.
So the PS5 architecture is an AMD Ryzen Zen 8 core, but 16 thread. And the G graphic is only a AMD Radeon RDNA. But it's a very powerful one.
I am not saying it isn't. Look, well, the point I was going to make is you've no doubt that first video we got will have been on the best of the best that was available at that time.
Which depending on when the trailer was made.
Will either been a 3090 or a 4090.
I mean, no
If
doubt.
you remember, when we got those leaked, I think a lot of it said like 2060, didn't it? Which was when the 2060 had just launched.
Yeah.
You know, because there was some of those leaks had like machine data on them.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, look at Cyberpunk. I mean, you say about the power of the consoles. Look how Cyberpunk ran at launch. That still makes PCs cry unless they are very, very high end.
Cyberpunk on console was a fucking mess. It hurt.
On PC, unless you got something with the power of yours, it wasn't exactly what you'd call an amazing experience.
No. It used to run fine on the 3090.
Yeah, but that was still a 3090, mate.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it used to run alright on the 3090.
And what's the bit when I'm messing with the build configurator? I keep looking. Well, I'm looking at like the AMD 9070 or the 7900.
What? Radeon?
Yeah.
But then you've also got it. You do have to take into account some games might not support the Radeon, some do. Most games do.
Very few don't these days.
Yeah, but if some games have got ray tracing, you won't get the ray tracing quality out of it.
But your 9070s are like 700-800 quid, whereas a bloody 5090 is like freaking 1700.
Yes, but I told you to keep away from the 5090. You might as well go back to a 4090. There's no point.
That's where the build configurators are being clever. They don't give you that option.
Yeah, because they want. The problem is they're pushing everybody to the 50 cards because one, it'll make them fucking more money.
You go to the normal one we use configurator. It goes from a 5070 down to a 4060.
Maybe they're struggling with the 4090s then.
It's not that. They don't want to. Why would they want to sell a 4090? They sell you a 5070 instead.
Well, what's the point in getting a 50? This is why I won't go to a 50 series card because what
I'm not. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm looking at AMD.
Because what Nvidia are doing with the 50 series cards. This is riveting conversation, we know, guys, but what the 50 series what the Nvidia's doing with the 50 series cards is banging a lot of AI technology into it.
Well, what they've basically done is got rid of the quadro cards, haven't they?
Yeah.
And the 50s are trying to play both fiddles.
And I don't think it's going to work.
I don't think they do. Because originally, for those that don't know, there was always, what's called the quadro one, it was like your enterprise card.
Yeah.
It was for AI, for tasks that don't require graphics as such, but the graphics cards were always well engineered to do. Now, for this series, all of a sudden, like the quadros have gone, and we've just got the 50 series, because they're trying to, why make two separate sets of cards when you can just sell everybody the same card?
But the AI.
What's about a jack of all trades?
I know, but the AI, it's like AI frame generation and all this shit, AI upscaling and all this bollocks with these 50 series cards, and it's like, well, what good is that going to be for a gamer?
Well, the idea is the frame generation is supposed to be able to make up for a slight lack of performance in it.
But does it? After what I'd seen, it didn't look great.
No, to a lot of people it wouldn't. To somebody who knows how to look at, it's obvious when it's like how many now use that like upscaling where they actually rendering like 1080p but then upscale it to 1440.
I don't.
No, I know.
I can do.
You don't. What I'm saying is though, these are the little tricks they're coming out with to try and.
Yeah, I know. It's like when you. I'll let him put the ceiling on first.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Well, no, you can get to the other side of me. It's not a problem.
Can I?
Yeah, because all my ceiling elements here is coming from this one.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I've undone the things on them. Time balance balance.
Well, eventually if you ever get a new rig.
No, eventually it's gonna have to happen, mate. It's one of them. I'm just researching the best way of doing it, really.
Ask Tim, as well. If you need advice, ask Tim.
Well, I will. That's why. Trust me, I keep sending you the build things. You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I know. But
because I'll probably get it from who I keep linking you to. Just I don't know. Before someone says, "Oh, you can build it yourself." I mean, I could, yeah, but sometimes it'd be nice. And if you get one of them to do it, you've got 3 years of support.
Yes, you've got a safety net. That's the problem. You've got a safety net.
You know,
you need the safety net.
It just doesn't start. I phone them.
Yeah. Well, like, look
they're not that far away. I can take it down to.
Well, look what I did.
What I mean?
Yeah, but look what happened to me. I had
your SSD died and took your graphics card and your freaking motherboard with it, did it?
Didn't take the motherboard, unfortunately. the SSD died, took the graphics card with it, and they, like I said, they completely replaced my fans because LEDs had gone out in my fans, apparently. Didn't realise that.
But, you know, the point I can yes, Chris was more capable of building his own machine. But in that situation, he'd have been having to RMA 2 separate components to 2 separate companies.
Yeah.
And hope they both play ball and honoured it.
Yeah.
Whereas because we bought through a builder, yes, you're paying a little bit more for them doing it, I'm not going to deny that. But you've got them on your side.
Yeah. And, you know, my 39... you know,
this one in question is only about an hour from me, so like I say, it's not like I'm dealing with a company in another country.
Yeah.
If I have an issue, I can jump in the car and be there in an hour.
Yeah. You know, the 3090 died eventually. They couldn't get it back in stock. They rang me up and said, oh, we can't get the 3090 back in stock, or we're not getting it back in stock for a little bit. Here's an upgrade. Yeah, here's a 4090. And I said, will it fit in that case? That was just my exact question, was will it fit in my current case?
I'll go and do that, John.
No worries.
And they said, it will. You'll see a performance up boost over the 4090. They sent me the specs of the 3090, which I already knew, but they sent me the specs of the 3090, they sent me the specs of the 4090, so I could see exactly what increase I would get. And I do see an increase in it. Not gonna lie, I do see the increase on higher higher let's say graphic or higher intense games that need it. This isn't exactly taxing, but you know.
Not only that though, for your rendering work and that, I bet there was a good performance jump. That's the bit I'll be looking forward to.
Yes.
Like rendering
but it also depends on the program.
Yeah, I know. Look, I love to use DaVinci, but my machines will not.
Yes, I know. But what I'm saying, I'm not meaning now.
I know.
I mean on your new rig.
I do have DaVinci downloaded. I have.
Yeah,
but I just don't have.
But what I'm saying is, you'll. To be honest, I've not used. I'm going to be truthful. I've not used Vegas since I learned DaVinci.
Let's also be honest. I'd probably see a notable increase if I used a version of Vegas from this side of 2012.
Yeah, you probably would, but.
Yes, I'm using a 2011 piece of software, ladies and gentlemen.
But I'm not gonna lie, DaVinci, for a free product, you can buy the studio mode. You can buy the studio version of it, which eventually I might. But what's the point? I can get what I need right now out of that free version. You know, the studio version will give me what, probably a couple more features, and you might as well stay there. I need to pull the stairs.
I see that now.
And will give me some more transitions, and among other stuff as well. But are you pouring?
Should be, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are.
But I swear I left you pouring.
But like I said, that. So, I cut down our videos, right? Not, you know.
Yeah. Moving.